This is Texans TV.
What a time to be alive if you're a Houston Texans fan. My name's Drew Doherty. I'm your host, and this is Texans Playbook. We got a fantastic show for you today, coming at you from NRG Stadium's 100 level with the Legends wall right behind me. And speaking of legends, we got some legendary iron sharpens iron for you in this one, plus a senior showcase to feature and general manager Nick Caserio. But we begin with the head coach. DeMeco Ryans went 1-on-2 with Mark Vandermeer and John Harris of Texans Radio. They had a nice conversation.
Joining us right now is head coach DeMeco Ryans. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Exciting times.
As we do this, we're still within the 24-hour rule. So that must have been a satisfying one. Everything we talked about last week, long road trip, never having won there, you want a more complete game. You got those things in a 41-21 win.
We did, man. First off, we're excited to be the first time in our franchise history of getting a win there in New England. That was huge, not only for us, but for our organization. So proud of our guys for going up and getting a win, and proud for how they handled the week, right? A lot of times you can fall into a lull with a team who the record is not so great, right? They're making changes. It's easy for you to fall into a lull and kind of fall asleep at the wheel and not come out prepared and ready to go. So the energy was the big focus for me all week. Like, come out with great energy, set the tone, like set it hot, stay hot. That was our message, and really proud for how our offense started that game. That first drive, that was impressive. Like, you could tell from the first drive that we were in control of the game, right? And it looked very easy for our offense. They methodically went down and scored. And then the defense came out 3 and out. So had a really good feel for how the game was going to go, but really proud of our guys for how they finished. Everybody made plays all across, special teams, offense and defense, played together in a tough place to play. We played together and got it done.
You come out second half, Danielle Hunter gets that sack. How big a play was that? You talked about the drive being important at the beginning, but how important was it to start the half with that Danielle play, getting the sack fumble?
Yeah, it goes back to, going into halftime, that locker room, it was not pretty in there. It was it's a lot of yelling. Guys were, upset, of course, because we felt like we let them back into the game on one couple plays there. And so I told her, we need a play. Like, we need to give the offense the ball back as quickly as possible. And Danielle shows up, around the edge, gets the ball, sack, fumble, best play in football. So really, that sparked our, because the temperature was low. The energy was low for a minute there coming back out. But Danielle, he got it right back hot by making that play. And our team needed that play. Without that play, I don't know how that game goes.
Well, at the half, you're going to say something. But how did it feel to you to see your guys upset that they could take control of the situation and know this is not good, we are going to solve this problem?
Yeah, that's when you know it's the makings of a good team. Like, when the players take ownership of it and they control it and they know, hey, that's not us. Like, we know we're better than that. And you get into positions where one side, like the defense, feels like, oh, they're letting the offense down. And when you feel that way, you got to go out and do something about it, not just talk about it. And our defense, they stepped up, they went out and did something about it to really spark our entire team.
The longer you coach, do you adjust the way you handle practice as far as this time of year versus earlier versus later? Have you changed that? Are you going to change that at all? How do you go about that, Coach?
Yeah, great question. For me, I adjust on a weekly basis off of how was the game, the past game that we played, or how many guys we have were sore or beat up. So right now, our practice structure will change a little bit, where we're doing more walkthrough type practice on a Wednesday to let guys get themselves back, and the guys who would be out, you allow them to still go out and get some mental reps because it's walkthrough and it's not a fast-paced tempo. Thursday is work day. Thursday, we're going to put the pads on. You got to put the work in, so that'll be that day. And then Friday, we pull back on the guys as well. We do one full-speed period, and then we'll have a jog-through for the last 3 periods of practice. So making sure at this point in the season, you just make sure, I know our guys know how to play. And that was a big thing for me last year, teaching guys how to practice, how to work, what's our swarm mentality, how the Texans play football. Our guys, they rep our style on game day. So for me, it's a matter of not just trying to teach that or get that during the week, but can our guys show up fresh and ready to go on Sunday so they can rep Texan brand of football?
How are your young players seemingly have adapted to that pretty well? Kalen, Kamari, when he's been in there, how have your kind of rookies, your young dudes, kind of taken it as well? Blake got a lot of reps yesterday at left tackle. How have they kind of taken to that style, Coach?
Our young guys, they fit right in. I think it also goes back to the draft process of you get the type of guys that you're getting. Like, you want to get guys who have a tremendous work ethic, right? And guys who are physical. So when you get those guys on tape, you don't have to strain yourself as much as trying to teach the guys, hey, this is how we finish. Right. This is no, this is who you are, right? And it makes it easy for guys to fit in.
Yep.
When you were with Chip Kelly, was he using that practice hard on Saturday and not so hard on Friday, more of a walkthrough Friday, or reverse of what a lot of coaches do?
Yeah, Chip had a reverse, and it was very beneficial being under Chip Kelly and when the start of sports science coming into play in the NFL. I was happy to be a part of that. And Chip had what we call, it was no sweat Friday. So it was just true like walk through, but you would like walk through, but he didn't want anybody to sweat. And so no sweat Friday, and then Saturday was more of a prime day. So Saturday, day before the game, I mean, we would do special teams. Guys were doing full cover special teams. If you weren't involved in special teams, you were doing sprints.
After a quick break, we're sitting down with the GM himself, Nick Caserio.
Texans Playbook is sponsored by Community Coffee, strong as our roots, by Reliant, the official energy provider of the Houston Texans, and by your Houston area Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
A little later, we've got to get into Iron Sharpens Iron, but back here on Texans Playbook, it's time now to hear from the Executive Vice President and General Manager of your Houston Texans, Nick Caserio. He had a nice conversation with Vandy and Harris, and here's a snippet of that.
Joining us now in studio is Executive Vice President and General Manager Nick Caserio. Nick, great to see you.
Fellas, good to be here. Good to see you.
Congratulations on the win. I know we have to talk about Green Bay, but let's review. New England got the job done in a big, big way. Biggest win of the year, really, score-wise.
Yeah, for the most part, played well. Got off to a good start. 2 possessions, 2 scores. So one of the things we want to do is try to get off to a good start, so offensively and defensively, so we're able to capitalize there. A little bit of a lull there in the second quarter. Probably didn't execute as well as we needed to. In the third quarter, kind of swung the game there with the turnovers, but taking the ball away, something that we hadn't done for a little bit. But the takeaways were a big part of the game, and we were able to convert those takeaways into points. So we're able to play complementary football against a good young football team that made some plays. So in the end, made enough plays and did enough good things, and we're able to come out with the victory.
Nick, you did a few things that like you said, that you haven't done. You got the 4 turnovers. You haven't been getting the turnovers, but still winning games, but you hadn't got the turnovers. Explosive run game, 59-yarder, 54-yarder, a 20-yard Joe Mixon run. And then you score 40. First time it had been done since the day after Christmas 2021. I know those aren't goals you go in and you say, okay, we're going to do these things, but how good was it to reach those kind of goals that you hadn't been hitting?
Yeah, it's interesting. Takeaways sometimes come in bunches, so you might have a lull there where you don't have any, but it's something that it's a huge emphasis point for the team. It's something that we talk about each week, each Thursday, try to identify some keys, and when it happens, it comes in bunches. So we're able to take the ball away, which I'd say when we get to Green Bay, like they're the best team in the league at taking the ball away. That's one of the reasons that they're 4-2 or whatever their record is. So when in a running game, anytime you have the ability to create some explosive runs, then that is usually conducive to shortening drives or putting yourself in advantageous positions offensively. So those 2 runs, it's really 3 runs, were fairly well blocked. There's a little bit of space the backs were able to get through. The one was a little bit more on the edge, and it was well blocked, and then DP showed good balance and body control where he was able to sustain on contact. So anytime you can create explosive plays, whether throwing or running, it's usually going to be a positive for the offense. So it's good for it's a good opportunity for us to see that come to fruition.
Just over a third of the season played, and the depth already really tested here, Nick. What's interesting to me is how you don't have Nico, but the 2 backs come back and Mixon and Pierce, and the team is different. You win in a different kind of way with that explosive run game.
No, it's an interesting point, Mark. Each week, it's probably going to look a little bit different. So your team is your team. You try to create as much depth as possible, both on and off the roster. You never know when you're going to need everybody. We had a situation where we were able to get our 2 best backs back at the game, and they went out there and we ran for 192 yards rushing or whatever we did. So very efficient in a passing game. Had the 1 turnover there down in the red area or the fringe. They'd like to get back. But And then defensively, without Kamari, D'Lo went out there and played very competitively. So there's a good example of a player who started his career in the practice squad, made an impact in the kicking game, developed confidence and trust in his teammates and his coaches, and we're in a position where he to go out there. I don't know if he played every snap, but it was pretty damn near close.
Do you think we'd be here now without COVID, with the practice squad, the flexibility you have?
No, it's a good question, but I think everybody's benefited. Just roster flexibility. It's given more players opportunity. There's certain rules and parameters. You can include veterans and some exception players. So it's just an opportunity for more players to be available, and each team kind of sets up the practice squad a little bit differently. So there's always benefits. So I think we've always taken the approach, whatever the rules are, we'll try to maximize them to the best of our ability, make sure we understand them, and put ourselves in the best position possible to do the things that we think make the most sense for the Houston Texans.
It's a great game in the NFL. They're great places to go, but Lambeau is at the top. How cool is it? I know, for me, it's a little bit of going back where I was a kid. But for you, Nick, what's it like when you go to Lambeau, how historic that stadium is, all the great things that have happened in NFL history? I know you got to gear up to play a game, but how cool is it to actually play that game? And how cool is it that it's not in December where it's 2 degrees, it's going to be 50 degrees?
It's interesting. If you're fortunate to have an opportunity to essentially play in every stadium in the NFL, every environment is a little bit different. They all kind of have their own spin, but there's just so much history and just the atmosphere. And you walk in there, the way it's set up, it's just kind of a massive bowl. Speaking of December, I hadn't played there. It was 2014. We played a regular season game there. When they had Aaron, we had Brady. It went back and forth. It was like 24-21, kind of came down to the end of the game. We played Green Bay, and then we were flying from Green Bay out to Los Angeles because we were playing the Chargers. So we were kind of going to be gone for 2 weeks. But so much history. I don't know how many players are in the Hall of Fame from the Green Bay Packers, but it's a significant amount. So they have an appreciation for good football, and you're going to an environment. Like, if you like football, you like being a part of a good environment, like, Sunday's going to be a really good place to be.
After a quick break, iron sharpens iron. Wow, the fun times we're having. We're back here on Texans Playbook, and the good guys have been playing some tough ones, some tight ones recently, and we got all of that and more in Iron Sharpens Iron. What goes into a victory? What are these guys feeling? And who's having fun? Enjoy.
$2:54 to go in the fourth, down 3, 20-17.
All you need is a field goal.
All you need is the field goal, but you'd love to put it away right here if you could. 3 receivers wide side right. Nico to the short side left. It's go time.
Credit to the Vikings, man. They played a really great game today. They beat us up and down the field physically. They were a really good team, and they made a lot of plays today. So credit to those guys, really well-coached team. Respect those guys, and they did a great job today. For us, we didn't do anything to help ourselves. There's a lot of miscues today, and you can't do that and expect to win in this league. So we have to, we take the loss and we got to move on.
Downtown Minneapolis, beautiful fall day for football. Texans unable to make it a game. They lose 34-7 to the now 3-0 Minnesota Vikings and drop to 2-1 on the season with a lot of question marks heading into next week, but plenty of opportunity to correct things, and they've got the personnel to do it.
They kicked our butts today. They are a great team, and they will continue to be doing great things, but we know what we are, and that's not what we put on the field today. It's week 3. It's no time to, point the finger, or it's only time to come together. That's the most thing that matters. We stay together. We don't care about the outside noise. We know everybody's probably going to turn their back on us. We know our fans are going to stay loyal, so You know, it is what it is. We know what we're going to be, and we're going to, you know, continue to go through the lumps that everybody goes through during the year at some point, and we're glad it's happening now. And we built a foundation solid on rock, you know, so we're not going to act like, you know, everything was perfect out there, but we're not going to act like there wasn't some positives. And once we fix the negatives, I mean, we're going to be rolling. So I'm excited, man, because the only way we can go up the only way we can go now is up. So, you know, I'm very grateful and blessed that we did get our tails whooped today, and, you know, something to learn from. And, you know, I'm glad it happened early. Now it's time to go to work. All right, man.
You know, after that tough loss in Minnesota, the whole message that DeMeco was trying to get by to us is just like, man, just getting back to being us. And that mentality that we have, we talk about swarm, physicality, all the things, the relentlessness that we talk about. A lot of guys took that personal just throughout the whole week, the practice, the mentality, all the way leading up to the Jaguars game.
Welcome to week 4 of the NFL season as the Jacksonville Jaguars are in town to face the Houston Texans in a huge AFC South showdown here at NRG Stadium. The Texans, coming off a loss in Minnesota last week, they are looking to bounce back in a big, big way today.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's only one thing that matters. This right here. This right here.
Just really getting back on track, man. You know, it's a division game, division opponent. Those are always the biggest, most important games of the season, obviously.
You know, you just knew that regardless of the outcome of how things were going to go in individual plays, we wanted to play our style and play with our mentality. So that was like a big key for us.
Let's go, man. It's about nobody but us. All about us. Hey, family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Fairbairn gets the sign from the officials, and we are ready to rock in Houston. So the ball is at the 2, first and goal. Lawrence fakes the give, throws right side of the end zone, easy. Pickens, Thomas, touchdown Jaguars. 3rd and 4, Texans down 7-0. Stroud at the gun. Here's the snap. Pocket collapsing. CJ throwing over the middle. A dart and a first down in Jags territory to who else but Nico Collins, the man who leads the NFL in receiving yards, gets to the Jags' 46-yard line. CJ fakes the give, throws downfield to his right, and a nice catch there by Nico Collins at the 14-yard line with Darby in the area.
He is really coming into his own.
I mean, he's special, man. And honestly, it seems like every game now he's doing something that nobody's done before or nobody's seen before. Or he's just making plays at a very high level, man. So it's very grateful to be his teammate. It's great to see what he's been able to accomplish and the success he's had so far.
3rd down and 2 at the Jacksonville 6. Stroud at the gun. Handoff, Diggs running right. He wants to throw. Now he cuts back. Diggs across the 5, into the end zone. Stephon Diggs, touchdown, Houston. Handoff Bigsby, right side. There's some room. Bounces it to the outside. 45-50, right sideline, 45 of Houston, and out of bounds in Texans territory. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. So the Jags retake the lead, 10-7 with a field goal drive. CJ out of the gun, gets the snap, throws over the middle. Stover, 40-45, and down at the 47-yard line. Cisco with the stop. CJ fakes the give, throws to Diggs on the slant, 20, 15, taking people with him inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. On 3rd and goal, here's the snap. Stroud looking, Stroud throwing back of the end zone. Touchdown, Nico Collins! As Houston goes in front of Jacksonville.
Great route by him. I mean, I think that he was pressed. CJ found him in the second window, and it's kind of clockwork with those two, so it was expected for them to get the ball in the end zone together at that play.
52-yard attempt, right hash mark. Snap is down, the kick is on the way. Plenty of distance, and it's good. Texans lead by 1, 14-13, 3:49 to go in the second. 3rd and 7 from the Houston 33. Stroud in the gun. Here's the snap. CJ backing up deep, looking. He's in trouble. CJ scrambling out to the right side. Stroud looking around, throws downfield, and he's got Nico Collins at the 50 to the 45, inside the 40. And the Texans get another huge play from Stroud to Collins, 23 yards.
So strong in his lower body. He's able to shake Hines Allen.
CJ takes the snap, throws downfield. Got a man, Schultz inside the 15-yard line, and Dalton is corralled inside the 12.
Timeout.
Clock running, 10 seconds, timeout spent. Here's Fairbairn's 30-yard attempt, left hash mark, the spot, the kick. It's good. And Fairbairn's triple makes it 17-13 Texans. Crowd gets loud. It's Lawrence and Agan Etienne to his left, bunch formation to the right. Lawrence with the pressure on. He's sacked deep in the backfield. Eric Murray on the DP blitz brings down the quarterback in a big time.
Boy, did he time it well.
Eric Murray, man, he's one of my favorite teammates. He's a great player, man, a great teammate. And to see him show up, it was huge for us. Just the consistency that he brings, him making plays and doing what, we all know that he can do and being the player that he is.
3rd down and 4 at the 8. Lawrence throwing right side. Got a man. Kirk with the catch, and Kirk with the touchdown. Got the pylon, and the Jaguars are in front of Houston with 6:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. Buckle up. 3rd and 3 at the 38-yard line of Jacksonville. With signals, handoff, Bigsby straight ahead, 1st down and more, 50, 45, he's on the move, right side, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 to the pylon, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. What a call.
When Kayla made that play, it was huge for us. When he did, get him out, and they said that his foot stepped out at, the 3 or whatever it was, and it was just, a big sigh of relief, okay, good, we have one more opportunity. I mean, that 4th down stop, it was huge, but it would have never happened if it wasn't for that play that he made.
Lawrence shotgun on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's the snap, Lawrence up the middle, and Lawrence is stopped! They turn back, Jacksonville, Foley, Fatakasi.
Foley and Mario just did a great job of just clogging up the hole and making that play. That was one of the biggest plays of the game. And that's what it's about, just one play at a time, because you never know which play is going to be the one.
.254 to go in the 4th. Down 3, 20-17.
All you need is a field goal.
All you need is the field goal, but you'd love to put it away right here if you could.
We just had all the confidence in the world, I mean, we got a great leader in 7 out there, and then we just got a lot of playmakers. So we just knew if we were put in the right situations to make plays, we would make the plays to get the ball down the field and eventually get the ball in the end zone.
Coming up, the 2nd installment of Iron Sharpens Iron. Stick with us. We're back here on Texans Playbook. We appreciate you watching it, and we appreciate you checking out Iron Sharpens Iron. It's a new series that we began in the summertime, and we go inside the Houston Texans and really get an all-access look at your favorite football team.
3 receivers wide side right. Nico to the short side left. It's go time. Stroud takes the snap, fakes the give, throws downfield. Got a man, Nico, left side 30, and brought down to the 27-yard line, tripped up by Miller. Big play to Nico. They're in range already with 2:35 to go. Here's the snap to CJ, looking, firing, and caught by Schultz at the 5. It's enough for the 1st down. He dives down inside the 2-yard line. Offset eye, CJ rolls out to the right, throws to the end zone, hits Dore, and the Texans score. They lead. CJ Stroud to Dore Ogunbowale, who's had a huge game, puts the Texans on top.
Yeah, they called the play. I mean, I knew obviously it's the play. I'm the first read on the play, so made sure my gloves were dry so I could make sure I made the play, just to have that relief, getting into the end zone, and then just being able to celebrate with your teammates. It was special.
It is over. The Houston Texans come back to beat the Jaguars 24-20. A final drive to remember as Stroud found Dare Ogunbowale for the game winner. And the Houston Texans go to 3-1, solidifying their lead in the AFC South.
Hey, great job, man. Hey, I talked about it last night. Whatever it takes, whoever it takes, however long it takes, finish with the win. And that's what we did today. We wanted to finish the first month of the season 3-1, and we did that. All right? Great job. Great job. Great job across the board. Hey, we can be a really good team, if we all commit to doing the right things all the time, right? You see it, guys. We got to get out of our own way. Commit to doing the right things all the time, man. And see how good we can be when we get out of our own way. Y'all with me? All right, just a couple balls here. All right, here we got Dare, big time, man. Dare, hey, great job, man. Great job. What a play. When we needed it most. We needed it most. Great job, and I think he got the most yards in the first 4 weeks of a season. Nico Collins. Great job, man. Keep balling CJ again. Great job. Way to lead us. All right, offense, when we needed it most, guys. Way to go close it out. That's what we look like. That's how it should look every single time. Proud of y'all boys, man. Proud of you. Let's fix what we got to fix, and let's keep getting better, keep moving forward.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We're here at Lockhart Elementary teaching the 4th graders some flag football.
Doing some drills, tackling, running drills, just teaching them the fundamentals of football a little bit. I was in their shoes once, so it's awesome to pay it back and be out here and do the same thing that was done for me. You want to try? Yeah. All right, come on. What's up? What's your name?
Are you a Texans player?
Yes, ma'am. Come on now.
You gotta pull hard. You gotta grab it. And the best thing is to go for right here.
She's gonna run down here, you're gonna run down there, and then you gotta steal her flag.
Oh no. You had him beat. You had him beat. Oh! It's wonderful to see the look in their eyes when they start to catch on to what we're doing and they start enjoying it and then they start competing and it's life-changing. That's right. We're gonna pull that flag.
Some of them might play, some of them might not, but the goal of this is just to get them out here, and even if they don't like it at first, when they get the hang of it, you can see the spark in their eyes and like, oh man, this is kind of cool. It kind of just gets them interested in something that they've never done before and just get them active and, you know, something that's fun and simple as football.
I enjoy being out here with the other Lady Texans, giving back to the community. This is at the heart of who we are, and just being together to do this is wonderful. 1, 2, 3, Texans!
Iron Sharpens Iron is brought to you by Houston Methodist, the official healthcare provider for the Houston Texans. Season after season, our team shows us what it means to play hard and leave everything on the field. The experts at Houston Methodist have proudly cared for the Texans for more than 20 years, helping the team train and perform at the top of their game. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Good morning, Houston Texan fans. The Buffalo Bills are in town to face the Houston Texans in a massive AFC showdown here at NRG Stadium. The Texans are repping H-Town today. It's the debut of the new H-Town City uniforms. Both teams coming in at 3-1. This is the marquee game in the NFL this weekend. Make no mistake, the winner of this game will be the story in the NFL come Monday morning.
So we saw deep steel blue. We've seen the Liberty white. This is the H.
I didn't understand how much H-Town Blue meant to Houston. It's the old school with our new school flavor to it. And I'm excited because no bigger moment than be able to go play against a really good opponent, against the Bills, and go put everything on tape.
It's gonna be a 4-quarter game, bro. Hit somebody and close your motherfucking wheel for 4 quarters. Let me get it in. Hey, get this win. Win on 2, win on 2, 1, 2. Win.
It's Houston Texans football. Live at H-Town, the Texans and the Bills meet for the first time in 3 years. Allen under center, first down at the Houston 35-yard line. Handoff Cook. Right side, cuts back. Cook with room, 30, 25. Another first down, and he's escorted out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Allen puts the leg down, looks right, pumps, and he's going to be sacked. Brought down. It's a party in the backfield for the Houston Texans with a big sack on 2nd and goal. The snap, here's the spot, here's the kick, and Tyler Bass makes it. The Bills take the early lead, 3-0, 6:27 to go in the first. Jay in the gun with 2 receivers to his right, 3rd and 5. Here's the snap. Here's a quick rush, a throw to the left side. First down, Dare, 45, 50. Cutting inside, 45 of the Bills on the 40 before being brought down by Hamlin at the 37-yard line. CJ gets the snap, fakes the give, throws back the other way to the left. DeMeco breaks a tackle, 30, and he's down inside the 26-yard line. Stover in motion to the left. Handoff Akers over the left side, 10, to the outside, 5, to the end zone. Cam Akers, touchdown, Houston.
Finish in the play. Way to get a start, Be serious.
First down Texans to begin this possession at the Houston 33. Stroud fakes the toss. He has time in the pocket. He's going to gun it long. And Nico Collins is there at the 15, 10, 5. Rock and roll. Touchdown, H-Town. A bomb from Stroud to Collins. 1st and 10. A throw to Samuel deep in the backfield. He's going to lose yardage as the Texans make the play with Jimmy Ward snuffing it out. Allen throws the screen to Cook. Buried! What a play. Wow. Foley Fatakasi brings him down for a big loss at the 14. Woods to his left, 15, 20. Woods, 25, sideline, 30, 35, 40, 45, and pushed out of bounds. A great run back by Robert Woods. And here's the snap, 4-man rush. Pocket collapsing. CJ scrambling forward. He's going to run with it. 45. Takes on 2 defenders down to the 40-yard line. Picked up the first down. Here's the spot. Here's the kick by Fairbairn. Up and good. At the halftime buzzer, Fairbairn connects from 50, and the Texans lead Buffalo 17-3 at the break. Here's the snap, here's the rush. CJ throwing over the middle. Hits Diggs, 40. Diggs taking people with him, 45 to the 48-yard line. In the backfield on 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Stroud over the middle. Got him in. First down inside the 35-yard line. X marks the spot. And here comes Fairbairn to try to add 3 to the lead.
I saw the Jumbotron came on me pregame, and I noticed it, and then all the stats and stuff come up. So you do a little math, you know, how many PATs, what kind of field goals, and you start thinking about the situation of the game. So just stay in my process and enjoy the moment when I hit it.
Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. And the Texans add to their lead, and that makes him the leading scorer in the history of the franchise. Congrats to Emi.
After a quick break, if you thought that was all the iron sharpens iron you were going to get, you were wrong. There's more in a moment. We appreciate you checking us out here on Texans Playbook. We've got to go back to more Iron Sharpens Iron. It's an in-depth look at your Houston Texans that you're only going to find right here.
Here's the snap to Allen. Here's the rush. Allen pumping. Allen over the middle. He's got a man wide open. 15, 10. Knocked out at the 5-yard line by Stingley. Allen feeds Cook up the middle. Cook maintaining his momentum as he gets contact into the end zone. Touchdown Buffalo. 4th and 5, Bills at the Houston 49. Crowd is deafening. Allen shotgun, one back Johnson. Allen puts the leg down. Here's the snap on 4th and 5. Throw left side. Caught. Coleman 40, 35 left sideline. 30, 20, 15, 10. Along the sideline going for the pylon, and he's in. Touchdown Bills on 4th and 5. Are you kidding? 2nd and 7 at the Buffalo 33-yard line. Stroud under center, one back Dare. CJ takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, looking. Throws over the middle, it's intercepted. At the 20-yard line, as CJ threw it into the arms of Terrell Bernard. Allen gets the snap. Allen looking. Allen running out to the right side. Allen trying to extend the play, throwing out of bounds. Right side, incomplete. Texans get off the field after the turnover, but here's Bass to try to tie it up. Snap is down, the kick is up, and Bass makes it a 20-20 game, 17 unanswered points by the Bills.
So the field goes off the table.
Situational football is time management, but situational special teams football is areas of the field and how those play out. And in the biggest moments, you need to make sure you're on that. And that's what good football teams are, to be able to give the defense a long field.
Here's Tommy back inside the 37-yard line. Boots it. Codrington not going to touch it. This bounces at the 2, and it's going to be down inside the 5. Tremendous job.
In this case, it worked out. So outstanding distance control by Tommy in the biggest moment of the game. Needed that. Gave our defense an op.
3rd and 10, 21 seconds to go in the 4th quarter in a 20-20 game.
And because of the incompletions, not a whole lot of time is ticked off this clock.
3rd down and 10 from the Bills 3. Allen with one back, takes the snap out of the gun. Hit as he throws over the middle, incomplete. Wanted Samuel, and the Texans will get it back. They didn't burn any timeouts. 16 seconds to go. Will Anderson with the pressure on Josh Allen. Is there enough time left to do this in regulation?
Obviously a crazy series of events leading up to that. You know, I think I'm gonna do the 57, and then we get the penalty, then we punt, and then we come back, and I'm like, oh, I still gotta stay locked in here regardless of, you know, if we don't get that field goal off, then we're gonna go to overtime, so I'll be ready then. But I just had a feeling that we were gonna get the ball back.
One of the main goals of the week was just to be efficient with our punt return game, get that thing started. That clock management there with 16 seconds, do you rush, do you return, whatever else that may go into it as far as trying to get ourselves an opportunity for a score. Incredibly well executed across the board.
Lets it rip.
Oh my goodness, he hit a big one.
And here's Woods at the 41, left side. Starts ahead 50 and dives to the 45-yard line. 7 seconds to go.
For Woody to catch it, get shot out of a cannon, I made the comment that he kamikaze that return and just as many inches as the defense would give him, he put his face first, and we needed every little bit of that yard. Just efficient, fast, get the ball vertical and give ourselves a chance. It was great by Woody.
1st down at the 46-yard line of Buffalo. Stroud gets the snap. Stroud looking to his right. He's using a lot of time, throws it over the middle, down inside the 41-yard line. Timeout called. 2 seconds to go.
I have time to kick it right here.
Rob had a good return. Dari had that nice little 5-yard gain. But yeah, obviously had to come back a little bit farther for that approach to see the field goal. Another middle of the hash field right on the H.
I mean, there's not a butt in a seat in this stadium.
59-yard attempt for the win. And Kaimi Fairbairn with a chance to give the Texans the victory.
You know, Tommy gave me a good spot. Weeks gave me a good snap.
Here's the snap by Weeks, the spot. Here's the kick by Fairbairn.
A little bit of a cut ball. Didn't come off my foot quite clean, but went through the pipes, and that's all that matters.
Has the distance, and it's good! Fairbairn wins it at the buzzer! The Texans beat the Bills!
I was just watching it, and then before I know it, I see a ball throw through, and Tommy just grabbing me, so I didn't have any time to, like, I don't know, react, I guess.
59 yards for the dub!
And it was just about executing. I think we're starting to really know ourselves and know what we're about. You know, whether I make or miss that kick yesterday, I think we would approach the same coming in today, coming into the week, and take it one day at a time.
Big win because we performed in the biggest moments. That really does a number in instilling belief in what your team can be. So super proud. Need to do it again this coming week.
Hey, congratulations, man. Awesome win. Awesome win. Awesome win. Hey, man, we talked about it, man, playing complementary football. Everybody relying on each other. Each phase, special teams, defense, offense, when we needed it most. Defense, you get a stop. Rob, you get the return. And then with the 59-yard walk off. Get a game ball here. Emi. Hey, where's Emi? Here we go. Hey, Texans all-time leading scorer. Awesome job, man. Great job. Oh, here we go. He got a speech. Let's go. Speech, brother.
Long way. You know, I just enjoy coming to work today, every day with you guys, man. Weeks you've been there every step of the way for those points, so I appreciate you. And a stat like that is pretty cool, honestly. I'm proud of that one, but it wouldn't be possible without you guys, man. So for real, thank you guys.
Hey, we talked about getting better. We got better this week, all right? We stepped up and made plays when we needed to make plays. Everybody executed. That's what it looked like, boys. Hey, let's keep going. Let's keep getting better. Let's keep grinding. Let's go, baby. Hey, y'all know how much that meant to me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. But the biggest thing, we got to get back to work, man. That was a hell of a win, but we got to get back to the grind on the next week, man. Love y'all boys, man. Texans on 3. 1, 2, 3. Texans.
What's up, y'all? I always say, man, winning in the NFL is not easy. So, you know, of course, you're not looking at yourself like, dang, we were perfect. Clearly, we're not. But I mean, that's every week. There's always things you can clean up. Some things are more abrupt and more noticeable than others. But I feel like, you know, when you can find a way to find a win, man, like that shows you how much of a resilient team you are. So, man, you learn with a dub, and that's the best thing that you can do. So, man, I'm super just proud of my guys for just keep fighting and, you know, just keep working, keep grinding, keep chopping wood, keep carrying water because it's not easy to play great 4 quarters of football. But, you know, the more we can do that, I think everybody can tell, man, we're going to be a force to reckon with.
If you're a high school senior or you know a high school senior that wants to keep playing ball in college but hasn't signed up with a school yet, we can help you out. Texans Playbook rolls on, and some community initiatives in February are coming up, and we want to let you know about them. You got the Senior Showcase on one day, and then the following day, it's the Girls Flag College Showcase. We got a lot of good things to tell you about that, so check it out here. Every February, the Houston Texans provide a unique opportunity for high school seniors to give everything they have on the field in the hopes of receiving academic scholarships to non-Division I colleges and universities. As the first ever NFL team to host this showcase event since 2009, we are honored to have generated nearly $160 million in scholastic aid and over 1,300 accepted scholarships to deserving athletes. February 1st, 2025 will be the next senior showcase inside the Houston Methodist Training Center, fueled by Gatorade. Visit HoustonTexans.com/senior showcase to register and learn more about this annual opportunity. More than 25 colleges and universities at the NCAA, NAIA, and NJCAA levels offer scholarships for female flag football. The Houston Texans Girls Flag College Showcase offers the opportunity for high school athletes to hear from prominent women in sports, showcase their skills through a pro-style workout, and potentially earn a scholarship to continue their playing careers at the collegiate level. As the first Girls Flag College Football Showcase event in the state of Texas, the Houston Texans are proud to help pave the way for female student athletes to pursue opportunities to play the game of football. Visit HoustonTexans.com/Girls Flag College Showcase to register and learn more about this groundbreaking event. Make sure you check out HoustonTexans.com/community for more info on the showcases. For Gardy Swingby, who put this show together, I'm Drew Doherty. We really had a lot of fun doing it for you and hope you had as much fun watching. We'll see you again next week.